Nicole Reffitt, Real Housewife of Jan 6. I'm also a court watcher. I'm reporting here outside of the D.C. Federal Courthouse where the Proud Boys trial is going on. It is the trial of the century. You're not going to want to miss what's going on inside this courtroom. It is not only affecting these defendants. Precedent here will set lots of precedents for just the American people. You're not going to want to miss it. You can text TOTC to 844-837-9924, and you can get all the updates, the breaking news. We'll send texts out when that happens, because the opening statements have yet to begin. They should tomorrow, but the fireworks are all over that courtroom, back and forth. Judge Kelly, I've seen him in one other Jan 6 trial, and he lays his finger heavy on the side of the government. He has a lot of opinion about what he believes should be allowed in and what shouldn't be. Today, as they're going over what's going to be allowed in opening statements, he is going to allow Trump statements in for the stand by and stand down debate quote that he said that has given a lot of exposure to these Proud Boys. He's going to allow that in, but, he is really fighting Carmen Hernandez, who is the lawyer for Zach Real. Hard pressed on if she can even discuss the legality of the First Amendment in her opening statements, which, as you know, that has been an argument. The First Amendment is on the forefront of these Jan 6 cases, and Judge Kelly is putting a very strong rein hold on what she's going to be allowed to talk about in the her opening. So many other things. Roger Roots, he has really been trying to put some arguments out there. Judge Kelly is very belittling to Roger Roots. They are trying to put that man down because they know he has some great arguments against the federal government, and they want him out of there. He is the attorney for Pizzola, and they're trying to come up with a self-defense type mentality that Pizzola had because of the things he witnessed that day. And Judge Kelly does not want these videos in the courtroom of protesters being shot with rubber bullets, protesters being shot in the face with rubber bullets, and Pizzola seeing all those things, and that also causing him to have a reaction to what was going on around him. Judge Kelly's not allowing that in. What they're going to allow in is going to try to prove just the government's narrative on what's happening. And, like I said, opening arguments have yet to even begin. You are really not going to want to miss what is happening in this courtroom. Please text TOTC to 844-837-9924. The rest of the day, we will be going through motions. Carmen Hernandez and Judge Kelly have really gone back and forth. She has even threatened to withdraw herself from this case if the court gives the government one more tool to use against her defendants. In her entire practicing career, she has stated that she has never seen such bias by a court. And Carmen Hernandez has been practicing in the DC area for 35 years. She knows what she's talking about. You have a lot of good attorneys in there. The only thing that I have seen that Judge Kelly ruled against is that in the opening arguments, the government wanted to say that the seditious conspiracy was akin to treason. Well, that just really put something in these jurors' head if that was allowed in, because treason, I believe, is still, punishable by death in this country. So to even suggest that anything that is going on related to Jan 6 is related to treason, just puts a really bad taste in my mouth, and it should all Americans' mouths, because what's happening with this conspiracy charge, it has been just an overreach by the U.S. government from 9/11 to now, and they have perfected their conspiracy arguments. This is how they round up Americans. You can have a conversation with two or more people about your ideology, and they can slap a conspiracy charge against you. You really need to be wide awake, Americans, because what's happening in there could happen to any of us. You're going to want to know what's happening. Please text TOTC to 844-837-9924. We have a team of people that are that's going to be covering this case every single day. It is not only important to set precedent in the Jan 6 cases, it's important that you know what precedent it is setting for you as an American citizen, because they are coming after you. Sitting in the courtroom with these families, you see the pain on their faces as they see their loved ones persecuted and prosecuted in there. It's very difficult to watch. Zach Reel's wife, he has a young wife. In fact, she was pregnant when he was taken in. He's never held his baby, and now they are facing a seditious conspiracy charge. You know, these people are just hardworking Americans, and the government is coming after them. So this is Nicole Reffitt. I will be Real Housewife of Jan 6. I will be here every day along with other team members covering the trial of the century. Please text TOTC to 844-837-9924, and I'll come back this afternoon with an update, and hopefully we'll get to opening tomorrow. Thanks.